Another week of football has graced us, but not the Premier League nor the Champions League. Instead, the international break took over. The Nations League final saw France against Spain, and it ended 2-1 with Benzema and Mbappe goals ensuring that they got the victory, despite Oyarzabal scoring first. That being said, there has been bigger news recently, which I'm sure you've heard of, and that's the Newcastle takeover being revitalised and finalised. So, instead of all the boring qualifiers, it's time for something different. Newcastle fans finally received the news that they've been waiting for: Mike Ashley selling the club for £305 million to what is basically a state savings account for the Saudi Arabian government. The new owners are rich, and fans can expect to see huge signings over the coming years as the new club owners wish to return their former status in the league and start winning trophies once more. But who exactly should Newcastle invest in? Considering, of course, long-term and short-term gains. It's rumoured that whoever is in charge of the club by January will have about £150 million to spend, and that's what I'll be going over right now. First, we start in defence, where in my opinion is where most of the money should be spent. They have many goalkeepers at the moment, with Martin Dubravka and Karl Darlow battling it out for the number one shirt. A solid defence helps all over the pitch, with it providing a level of security for others to go further forward. The goalkeeper situation is covered, but one player that can be looked to partner their captain in defence is James Tarkowski, who has been linked with several other clubs for many years now, although a move has never really materialised. Being 28 and playing Premier League football for 4.5 years now definitely provides that experience at the back to help the likes of Jamal Lewis, who seems to be one for the future. Costing at around 25 to 30 million, it wouldn't be a big dent in their budget, but not much would at this stage. As well as this, I'd look to sign a new right back, with Javier Manquillo doing a decent job, but someone like Kieran Trippier can really take them forward. At the age of 31, he seems to be valued at a high price of 40 million, but the attacking and defensive threat he has is one of the best for his position. Not only that, but his Premier League experience at Burnley and Spurs shows that he is at the highest level, the level that Newcastle want going forward. Next, we move into midfield, where they already have a plethora of options such as Sean Longstaff, Isaac Hayden, and the new signing Joe Willock, but this definitely seems like it can improve. One player who I believe could make a real difference is central defensive midfielder Tchouaméni from AS Monaco. At the age of 21, still young, he needs to prove himself, but already starting for his current club highlights his excellence. He even started for France recently, including their win against Spain in the Nations League final. Available for around 30 to 40 million, this would be an absolute steal and definitely an addition to this current Newcastle side. He would be an investment too, with his price almost guaranteeing to rise over the next few years. Other options in midfield would include the likes of Kessie, who would be available for cheap with his contract expiring in the summer, Hamza Chowdhury at Leicester, or even Basuma, who has proven his worth at Premier League level. Pairing with Joe Willock in the midfield, Saint Maximin on the right, Almiron through the middle, and Callum Wilson, who has definitely been producing when he is fit, that leaves one position, which is left wing, and while there have been many rumours going around that players like Anthony Martial, Mauro Icardi, Lautaro Martinez from Inter, and even Aaron Ramsey, I would go for someone who has been mentioned a lot in recent days linked to Newcastle, but not any of the ones that I just listed. I believe they should go for Philippe Coutinho. Many Liverpool fans in the summer wished that they'd brought him back, as his natural talent is clear. It's no doubt that his level has dropped since signing for Barcelona, but under the right manager, he would flourish back into the magician he was at Liverpool. In a decent side under Brendan Rodgers and Jurgen Klopp, Coutinho was the main man, producing feats of absolute sorcery from midfield. This definitely would be a risky move, but over the coming years Newcastle have to take risks, now and again, with some paying off and others won't. But the 29-year-old is a Champions League winner with Bayern Munich, and during his spell at Liverpool, he procured a total of 76 goal contributions in the league over 5 seasons. He's versatile too, managing to play in a number 10 role as well as a left winger. Needless to say that if this move did take place and it was successful, he would be a real problem once again in the Premier League for rival clubs. Being valued at around somewhere between 30 to 50 million, it is one of the more pricier options of the lot, but it adds to the total of around £150 million. With all these transfers, there is one piece missing that could bring it all together nicely, one move that would certainly strike fear within other Premier League clubs. And that's the situation of the manager. Steve Bruce clearly is not the quality that Newcastle would like, and while there is talk of all these excellent signings, many fans believe it won't change unless they bring in a top manager. Talks of Graham Potter has emerged, but I don't think he will leave Brighton just yet, especially since the start of the season has been very good, seeing them sit in 6th place. Other names have been thrown around too, but I believe that Antonio Conte is the man for the job. His record speaks for itself. Won Premier League with Chelsea in the 2016-17 season, as well as an FA Cup, 4 Serie A's, including ending Juventus' reign last season with Inter Milan. He also has 2 Italian Super Cups and another one he won in 2008-09. The only reason he left Milan last season was due to him not seeing eye to eye with the board in terms of transfers, and if he joins Newcastle, he will definitely be supplied with the money he needs. This manager being appointed would attract other players too. Wherever Conte goes, he brings an air of competition and has a record of building teams with great defences. A man of superb tactics and vision, I believe that he can be the man to bring Newcastle forward. What do you think? Let me know down below who you think Newcastle will sign and who they should sign in this January transfer window. As always, be sure to press that subscribe button, like the video and click the bell so you're notified whenever I upload. This summer was a mad transfer window, but you can definitely see Newcastle replicating the absolute brilliance during January. Also, the Premier League is back this week, so let me know down below what you think the scores will be, and I'll leave mine too. But that's all for this week. Until next time, goodbye.